Hi again. I am going to be showing you how to do page 342 and 343, and we'll even take a look at, I think 344 has squares on it. Yeah, squares, grid paper. So just 342 and 343 is what I'll work on. And my daughter's working on her own projects right now. Great. This is our bread for later today. Who knew that flour would be a hot commodity nowadays?
What?
Sold out in all stores. Crazy. So page 342. Let's read those directions. Solve this problem in two ways. First using the US standard algorithm and then another strategy. Show your work. I want to focus on why we're trying to do two strategies. Because it will help you just develop an understanding of what's going on when you actually do the standard algorithm. The standard algorithm ignores place value, and if you follow the steps, it keeps the value and keeps all those digits in the right value and with the right value. And the other way, interestingly enough, is kind of what most of us prefer. So the standard algorithm, make sure that when you do this, stack the numbers on top of each other so that the ones are on top of the ones, 1 and 1. The tens are on top of the tens. Got to make sure I'm writing this correctly. So yeah, you'll see the ones are on top of each other right here, the tens, and then the hundreds, and then we have the thousands. When you are working on this, make sure that you have them stacked correctly. I'll just get you started on just the first two columns. 3 plus 1 is 4. I don't need to write anything over here. Don't need to carry anything to the next column because there's only a single digit. 3 plus 1 is 4. That's different with 9 plus 5. 9 plus 5 is 14. And so I guess I could write 14 like this, but that's not how the standard algorithm works. In the standard algorithm, you take that 1. Because that 1 really means 10. It means a single 10. So now this is in the tens column. So 14 tens is really 140, and we can see that because the 1 is this column, 140, with our 4 left over. So we just solved the problem 93 plus 51 equals 144. And then try it with the hundreds, try it with the thousands, and then try it a second way. This is page 343, and for this one, shade in each fraction on one of the rectangles. Shade the fraction on each rectangle. So for this, I'm going to encourage you to try to come up with factor pairs of 24. So when this is 7/8, 1/8. We need to try to figure out what is 24 divided by 8. If 24 divided by 8, I know that I need to chop it up into 8 pieces. So 24 divided by 8 would be 3. And so right away, I know that if I'm doing like this fraction, 1/8, I would need to take one of these rectangles and I would need to take 1/8 of that rectangle. And I get 1/8 by taking one of these pieces. 3. One piece. So 1, 3. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to shade in. I'm going to get you started for what 1/8 looks like. And this is what 1/8 looks like. And I know it's 1/8 because I have divided this whole rectangle, which is a 6 by 4. There's 24 squares. I divided it up into 8 equal pieces, and each piece is 3. So I'm going to say that this is 1/8 of 24. For these ones, and I'll check back in with you later today. These are fourths, halves, 2 halves. That's an interesting one. I'm wondering what you come up with there. 3/4. For each of these, take 24 and find what the denominator is. Take that denominator and 24 divided by 4, and divide 24 by that denominator. And so I'd encourage you to take a look at the videos on Khan Academy as you encounter this work. And I hope you do well. And I'll be checking back in with you later today on your progress with these pages. Have a great day today.